Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to do the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series. जो हमारी एग्रीकल्चर ऑप्शनल आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस सीरीज चल रही है उसके नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन को आज हम लोग करने वाले हैं. एंड टुडेस क्वेश्चन इज discuss the growth and development in plants. And the second part of the question is asking about describe various parameters for measuring plant growth. So this question was asked in the Indian Forest Service examination, the agriculture optional paper of Indian Forest Service examination in 2022. So it becomes very important for us, and let's see how we can approach the answer. And whenever it comes to growth and development, many times UPSC has asked questions about growth and development in previous years also. So we should know how to approach these types of answers. So let's see how we can approach the answer. So first of all, we all know that growth and development, what growth and development is, we should know this. So plant goes through various stages of life for their growth and development. There are various stages of life from germination to death of the plant, or you can say to the maturation period. To maturation period. So plant goes different stages of growth and development from germination to maturation. So you will see, we will discuss a bit of all these periods so that we can know about growth and development. And the first part of the question is tackled. And first part of the question can be tackled like this, or can be written like this. That is discussing the various phases of growth and development. So first is the germination phase. Germination phase. So what happens in germination? Germination is the initial stage where seed absorbs water and begin to sprout. Seed absorbs water, begin to sprout. That is begin to grow. And for it requires certain environmental factors such as proper amount of moisture, temperature, oxygen, light. So all these things should be in optimum amount so that germination is at its best. ताकि अच्छे से अच्छा germination हो. So there are different conditions of environment which should be which are required for the germination process. After germination, we can a little bit discuss the growth process. So what is growth process? It is nothing but cell division and cell elongation. The process of cell division and cell elongation. Again, here the factors such as light, water, nutrients, temperature. So similar factors and nutrients also here. So these are the similar factors which are required for growth also. So growth is generally divided into two types. First one is the root growth. Second is the shoot growth. So root growth, that is the growth of roots. When with the growth of shoot, root needs to be grown because the plant needs to absorb higher amount of minerals, higher amount of water. That is why these both of these two should be going simultaneously. That is, root, if the root is growing, the shoot should also grow with the proper amount, proper frequency of root and shoot growth should be there. So this is about growth. That is how you can simply explain these things. Just I am giving a approach, just I am giving a framework how to go. Next we will discuss development. So what development is? Development is nothing but differentiation of tissues and organs as the plant matures. Differentiation of tissues and organs as plant matures. This is what development is. So development, like growth, is also divided into two parts. That is, first one is vegetative development. Second one is reproductive development. So in vegetative development, the vegetative parts of plants such as leaves, stems, roots, these parts develop. And in reproductive phase, or you can say in reproductive development, means the development of reproductive parts, that is generally flowers. We all know that the reproductive part of the plant is flowers, and after the flowers develop into fruits and other thing and produces the seeds. Okay, so this is how development can be classified. So after this development stage, there is the stage of maturation and senescence. So what happens in this stage? The plant has reached the maturity and the cell elongation, cell division. There is no more differentiation of tissues and organs. So here what happens? Plant break down the tissues and redirect resources towards the seeds. In some sense, the plants redirect their resources towards the seeds, or you can say towards their offsprings, so that their generations can move forward, because as the plant has reached maturity and after some time it is going to die. So this is how growth and development takes place. And here we all know that growth and development is influenced by various environmental factors, as we have discussed above also. There are various environmental factors, let it be light, let it be moisture, let it be ability of nutrient levels. So all these things highly impact the growth and development. So these are the some of the critical points, some of the important frameworks which through which you can approach the answer. And I hope you understand this how you can approach the first part of the question. Now the second part of the question is asking about describe the various parameters for measuring plant growth. So how can you measure plant growth? So there are various parameters. So we will discuss those parameters in brief. So these parameters are nothing but these could be height. By measuring height, if the plant is growing in height is what? Vertical length. So by measuring height, we can grow. We can measure the growth of plant. Okay. So this is first. Secondly, we can measure the biomass accumulation. That could be roots, accumulation in roots, stems. So how much the weight of plant is growing, how much the biomass of plant is growing. So through measuring biomass accumulation, we can measure the growth. Through measuring leaf area, you can measure the growth. That is total surface area of leaves. If the total surface area of leaves are increasing, that is obviously the plant growth will be increasing. And secondly, if the total surface area of leaf will be increasing, there will be high amount of photosynthesis. That is, high amount of photosynthesis means high amount of energy will be produced, and this energy will be diverted towards growth and development. So measuring of leaf area can be another parameter. We can measure root length and mass. So if root length will increase, obviously the uptake of nutrients, uptake of water, these things will increase, and these resources will be diverted towards growth and development. So root length and mass can be measured. Stem diameter can be measured. That is the thickness of the stem. So whenever you see that the plant only doesn't grow with height, the plant system also widens, it also thickens. So you can measure this also. This can be a very useful parameter for measuring growth. We can measure number of leaves. Okay, we can measure flower and fruit count. Flower and fruit count. Many times you see flowering plants. That is, as the plant grows. Suppose the plant is small. The small plants, in small plants, the amount of flower and fruits will be much lower as compared to a mature plant. In a mature plant, the number of flower and fruits will be much higher. Okay, so through counting those, through measuring those, we can get to know about growth and development. And through flower and fruit the count, we can also get to know about the reproductive health of the plants. We can measure chlorophyll content. So it will indicate the photosynthetic ability of the plants, the photosynthetic capacity of the plants. So it is can be also used as a parameter for measuring of growth and development. We can measure the water content in plant. So the if the amount of water in plant tissues is high, so it can be said that the area of xylem, the area of tissues has broadened up. That is why they are able to absorb more moisture. Moisture they are able to uptake more moisture. They are able to store more moisture. So this can be also used as a parameter for measuring growth and development. And last, but and the most important, that is root to seed shoot ratio. So it provides a great insight how well a plant allocates its resources. How plant is allocating its resources. Suppose, and it also gives you a detail about the type of plant, how the plant is growing, how the plant is adapting to environment. Suppose you are going to desert areas. So you will find this time example I'm giving. You will find that in desert the shoot will be very short, but the roots are very deep because they have to adapt to the arid conditions there, arid conditions there. So that is how plants adapt to different environments. And by measuring root to shoot ratio, you can also have a good insight of the growth of plants. So these are the some of the parameters through which we can measure the plants growth and development. So I hope you understand the both the parts of the question. We have given you approach, we have given you framework how to approach this question, and I think you can add on to these things and develop your answer. So I hope you like this video. So please do like it, please do share, and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis. रेगुलर बेसिस पे ऐसे वीडियोस बनाने के लिए काफी हार्ड वर्क लगता है. एंड इफ यू लाइक, इफ यू शेयर, इफ यू सब्सक्राइब, इट मोटिवेट्स अस टू मेक more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.